What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got a super quick and super explosive Raid Raptor duel for you guys to check out. One of those awesome anime plays. I don't know what it is about double R's, but it just seems like a lot of times the IRL plays that people pull off that are just really awesome, they kind of mimic the plays that you see in Yu-Gi-Oh! RV, the same plays that you kind of see Shun do in the anime. The deck is very capable of pulling off those same explosive plays. Also, the fact that this deck is still rocking with those rank ups in link format, don't even need a whole bunch of link monsters. Well, you'll probably run some, but you don't necessarily need them to actually OTK your opponent. You can see he has a copy of Skip Force and a Revolution Force in his hand. Revolution Force is, it's a little more of a risky card because it does require you to pay half your life points, but if you're going to try and kill your opponent that turn, half your life points doesn't matter because you can always pay half your life points. Shout outs to Solemn Judgment. I think he's playing against a banished deck in this video, and for the most part, I don't really like showcasing these banished decks because they were really fun at first when we first learned about Pot of Desires. Like, oh cool, I can gain like 5,000 life points with soul absorption, but then it got really linear and really boring really quickly. It's all kind of the same deck, and you add Eater of Millions into it, and it's just all gold sarcophagus for Necroface and all the shenanigans. The deck doesn't really change for the most part, but this duel doesn't require a whole bunch more setup. And I think that double R's are up first. He's gonna go for the play that double R's generally want to go to first. That would be, of course, Force Tricks. I believe he's going to drop Mimicry in the graveyard, banish it for Last Tricks being a powerhouse. Then he's gonna get his search on for a Tribute Lanius. It's a pretty good play, and I'm gonna say this: him searching that Last Tricks was actually very important. You're gonna see why. Momentarily. Let's go ahead and roll it again. His opponent opens up with Reasoning, and he's gonna go through quite a few cards. He has that wacky magic and One Day of Peace and Pot of Neg 9. He ultimately gets a Necroface and he puts it in defense mode. He's going to go Soul Release to, basically just banish a bunch of cards from his graveyard. Thank goodness he didn't have Soul Absorption. Otherwise, Pot of Neg 9 plus Soul Release, he would have had like a billion life points. And with Gold Sarcophagus, he could have gotten even more life points if he would have banished the Necroface. He has 2 copies of Grand Maju, and that thing is strong. I mean, these things are already 6,000 attack, and he has 2 of them, right? And this is why I say that the Last Tricks came in handy, because the Last Tricks is basically going to block him from having to take 6,000 straight to the face, which it wouldn't have lost him the door or anything, but you never know what your opponent has planned. He had 3 monsters on the field. He could still link summon, maybe do some other stuff. He's gonna Kaiju. He activates that Soul Shade Force for the Raid Raptor for the Raid Raptor Force Tricks, and then he ranks it up for Air Raid. And this is the cool thing, right? Because Air Raid can blow up a monster, has the Ring of Destruction, or let's say Volcasaurus type effect, where it can blow up an opponent's monster and then do damage to them equal to that monster's attack. Then he's going to skip force that to Satellite Cannon. He's going to blow up the back row, and at the same time he's going to take away all of his Kaiju's attack, because this guy can actually decrease one of your opponent's monster's attack 800 per every Raid Raptor in your graveyard. And as you can see, he has quite a few double R's in the graveyard, but he's not quite done yet. He's actually going to go for yet another rank up play, and his opponent at that point is just like, no mas, I give up. Clearly he was probably going to go for Ultimate Falcon, and then he would have just been able to take Ultimate Falcon and ram it into the Radion, and that just would have been game. Especially considering the only thing this guy had left on the field was just a copy of Necroface, and what is a Necroface going to do against a copy of like Ultimate Falcon? Ultimate Falcon is already hard enough to kill, let alone trying to do it with just a simple level 4, Necroface. He would have had to somehow not die this turn, and then maybe top deck like another level 4 to go into Utopia the Lightning or something crazy like that. But just one of those anime-esque type turns. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, give the video a big thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on those notifications for daily videos.